Hello, everybody, and welcome to NFL Week 17 in a nutshell. And start off with Thursday Night Football of Jets versus Browns.
I think Joe Flacco is actually a very elite quarterback.
Joseph Flacco's elite. I don't care about logic anymore. The Jets' defense was just mentally checked out. But honestly, they have been for a while now. David Njoku cooked with Mari out. This team just confuses the shit out of me. I mean, it seems like no matter what happens, they continue to be good under Flacco. I think it shows just how bad Groper Cleveland was. I mean, a quarterback getting paid $60 fucking million next year is getting outplayed by a 39-year-old Joe Flacco who spent most of the year on the couch. Just imagine how easy it would have been if you kept Baker. You guys made the playoffs anyways, so congrats. Lions versus Cowboys. I hate this fucking league. This is one of the most horrific examples of ref ball I've seen for a long time. I mean, you're telling me Taylor Decker went over to the ref and asked him how his day was? No, he reported eligible. But it's the Cowboys. They must win. This was a great game, and I should be making fun of Mike McCarthy for calling 3 straight pass plays during the 2-minute warning, but instead I'm complaining about the most blatant ref ball I've seen in a while. He even had the missed PI call on the same drive. Just pathetic. On a brighter note, if Detroit's defense continues to play like this, we can definitely see them in the Super Bowl, as long as their opponents don't venble the refs. And yes, I'm blaming the Pistons on winning. It broke the space-time continuum, and 2 Detroit franchises that are usually poverty are not allowed to win in the same week. Commanders versus 49ers. Jesus, the commies suck. CMC got hurt, but it didn't seem that serious. Sam Howell did end up playing because Jacoby Brissett is out, and without the power of the force on their side, the Deadskins were well dead. Look, I don't know what to say about this game. It was just horrendous. The Commanders are really bad. They're tanking, and they're trying to get Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden McDaniels. I don't even know anymore, man. Titans versus Texans. CJ Stroud versus Will Levis. This is going to be an awesome game. Never mind. Welcome back to football, Ryan Tannehill. God damn it, bro. This game is painful. Titans are cooked, and they're just going to kill Mayo, man. But, I mean, I guess they already have. King Henry is kind of washed. I hate to say it. But, I mean, it's not really his fault. I'm going to miss him. It was really awesome seeing him stiff-arm defenders into the fucking Shadow Realm. Tennessee's cooked, but please don't kill Will Levis. Just let him rest. It's over, boys. Get a better draft pick and let Levis rest. Panthers versus Jaguars. Stop killing Bryce. Please. End the man's suffering. And fuck you, Tepper. I'm not covering a game where CJ Beathard played. Especially when he was the offense that scored fucking points. Poverty franchise, bro.
Did you have fire in your gut?
Cardinals versus Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles! What happened? This is amazing. You guys all cheered when he left. You all just out-coached you despite the sheer difference in talents. Went to Philly and won. And I've got to respect it. It was just wild. James Conner played a great game, and Midget Murray did what he had to do, overall having a great game. This is just a statement win for Arizona, and on top of this, with this and the Panthers losing, the Bears have clinched the first overall pick. Real question is, will they keep Justin Fields? Well, I think it's going to depend on how he plays in this game. Falcons versus Bears. Well, no matter what, Justin Fields will be playing for one of these. Will be the starting QB for one of these teams by the beginning of next year. I'm dead serious. He's either staying in Chicago or he's getting traded to Atlanta. There is literally no way I believe that there's any other way. Don't run away from your destiny, Fields. You must accept it. I say this, but knowing my luck, he'll end up New England for a second-round pick, and he'll never end up being as good as we've ever seen him beyond Chicago, because I only am allowed pain. So when's Arthur Smith getting fired? I know why he hasn't been fired, because the season's basically over. Also, why is Matt Eberflus expected to stay? What the fuck, Chicago? Colts versus Raiders. This game sure did happen. Look, I don't really care about this game. The Raiders are a mess, but they could be much worse. And the Colts We're just better than a bad team, but I doubt they're doing anything in the playoffs, if they even make it, considering they have a date with Destiny again on Saturday Night Football. Sorry, Monday Night Football. That's going to piss me off. Dolphins versus Ravens. Holy shit, the Ravens are here to stay. Another huge statement win. And with this win, they clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC. And with the entirety of the AFC looking kind of bad or mid, this might be the easiest walk to the Super Bowl of all time. Or more likely, the Browns bullshit their way to the Super Bowl off the back of Joe Flacco. I don't know anymore with this league. I just really hope that we see the Browns and Ravens face off in the playoffs, because that sounds like a lot of fun. And it would be possibly the funniest storyline of all time. Saints, Bucks. Why are the Saints good now, man? I hate this. Carr's starting to look like his old self, and the defense is continuing to ball out. And they're basically out of the playoffs now. Nothing screams Derek Carr like performing in the garbage time of the season. Woo! I really thought this team would be good. I'm an idiot. For Tampa Bay, all you guys gotta do is beat the worst team in the NFL to make the playoffs. Surely you'll succeed. Surely you'll be successful. Right? Patriots versus Bills.
He's what? He is what? Trash! 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 Not for you!
What the fuck was this game? My Patriots instantly scored a kickoff return touchdown, and then we went on to have 4 turnovers in the first quarter. Allen started the game 0-10 when it comes to passing, and of course he did, and he was basically a running back in this game. Zappy was asked, but he had one cool run. Just confuses me how close this game was, if I'm being honest. And I'm just going to say my take on Belichick as a Patriots fan. I want to keep him. I don't think we will, but I want to. Because he can be a very good head coach. He just can't be that good of a GM. And if there's a way we can get a GM in there, then I don't know. Might work. Rams versus Giants. This game, like most Rams games this year, was fucking wild. The Giants had some huge special teams play, and Tyrod Taylor played a very good game, which just further proves how horrible Danny Dimes was before he got RG3'd. We also had Tommy Cutlets, but that was just a phase, I swear. Saquon didn't do that good and was outshined by Kyren Williams, having a huge game on the other sidelines. Buka had a big game, and Sippy Cup cut a touchdown. Stafford had an ugly stat line, but definitely played better than it showed. The Rams have clinched a playoff spot, and with the refs' blunders, despite an Eagle loss, it's looking like Detroit will most certainly have the 3 seed. And LA will get the 6 seed, which would mean Stafford would return to Ford Field and try to stop the Lions from getting a playoff win. The narratives are going to be fucking crazy, and I'm all for it. And maybe it's a Jared Goff revenge game, and by that I mean Goff's going to end up throwing 4 interceptions and costing the Lions a playoff game. It's going to happen. We all know it is.
Beat bitches! Just do
Steelers versus Seahawks. We can't stop it. We just can't. Mike Tomlin has gotten yet another winning season thanks to Mason fucking Rudolph, and also the defense. George Pickens is continuing the Steelers' traditions of only caring about talent and character, which definitely won't haunt them. Fucking hell, he's gonna record the locker room like AB didn't. This is just a devastating loss for Seattle, because now they don't even have their own destiny. But predicting it now, instead of doing a win and end, the Packers will indeed take a January home loss instead. Broncos versus Chargers. No, I'm not covering Jared Stidham versus Easton Stick. Bengals versus Chiefs. I mean, the Bengals should have never been in this game, but there was a lot of ref ball in this game to make sure the Chiefs did win, because having the Broncos win the division is just too much, despite how funny it would have been. Yeah, I mean, Kansas City was always winning this game. I needed Rashee Rice to score like fucking 36 points for me in my fantasy championship, but I failed, so fuck. But on the bright side, the Chiefs are looking really, really, really bad, and they might be in it for a prime wild card loss to the Bills. Fortunately, it is the Bills in the playoffs, and at this point, the Bills might actually win the division, because Yeah, Sunday Night Football is Bills-Dolphins, and it's for the fucking division. Imagine saying that when the Bills had an 18% chance to make the goddamn playoffs. I don't know anymore, man. This league, like I said, just confuses the shit out of me. Vikings versus Packers. I mean, I already mentioned it, but I had zero doubt in my mind Green Bay's going to... that Chicago's going to go into Green Bay and beat them in a giant upset because it's the most Green Bay thing ever. I know Jordan Love's there now, so the home loss with Aaron Rodgers isn't there anymore, but, I mean, let's be honest, literally all of us think it's going to happen. There's not a single human being that would not find it incredibly funny, and it's going to happen. You can't stop it. Don't run from it, Packers fans. Just accept it. This is not your year. You'll get a better draft pick. It's better than getting bitch slapped by the Cowboys in the wild card round, if I'm being completely honest.